Mr. Speaker, last week I was at the Empire Club of Canada to watch our very own President of the Treasury Board giving an impassioned speech about Ontario finance to a packed room. My constituents are very concerned about how years of Liberal mismanagement have saddened future generations of Ontarians with an unbearable debt load. This is why our government has been working tirelessly to transform, modernize and reduce wasteful spending. In fact, at one point, the Leader of the Opposition was against government waste too, going so far as to say in 2014 she wanted to appoint a Savings and Accountability Minister. Can the President of the Treasury Board please inform the House about his initiatives to reduce waste for the benefit of taxpayers?
The President of the Treasury Board.
Well, Mr. Speaker, the Leader of the Opposition can rest assured that we already have a Minister of Savings and Accountability. It's called the President of the Treasury Board. My speech was called The Challenge of a Generation, Building a Modern and Sustainable Government. Mr. Speaker, we are faced today with dire straits. If we let government spending and debt continue to grow unchecked, we will rob our children and future generations from the core services that they need to prosper. The Minister of Finance this week will outline through his fall economic statement the steps that we are taking to tackle the fiscal challenges before us, Mr. Speaker. We will continue to put the people at the centre of every service, every policy, every promise. That's our promise to the people of Ontario.
Stop the clock. Restart the clock. Supplementary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thanks for you, the President of the Treasury Board, for this reply. It was refreshing to hear that the President of the Treasury Board say that we will measure success not by dollars spent, but by the outcome. The opposition has said that they can't imagine where the government is going to find efficiencies. Yet I have an article here from 2004 that quotes the Leader of the Opposition as saying, quote, "I actually believe that there is a lot of waste inside government right now." Or another quote, "There is a lot of waste in the system. I know that's for sure." It is clear that we have here a real memory deficit. Can the President of the Treasury Board tell the House about how government is counting the pennies?
The member for King Vaughan come to order. Minister.
Well, thank you. These questions are pretty tough, Mr. Speaker, but I'll try my best. I'd like to thank the member from Mississauga, Aaron Mills, for that question. In fact, the Leader of the Opposition said, "I'm the sort of new Democrat who also believes we need to count the pennies." Yep. Well, I look forward to the Opposition's support as I have directed my ministry to adopt a paperless approach to meetings to reduce waste. This has resulted so far in not only significant dollar savings, but the savings of 17 trees and a reduction of 54 metric tons of greenhouse gas emissions, which I'm sure the Minister of Environment would like.
One tree at a time.
Mr. Speaker, we are not just tweeting, we are doing. After all, the proper management of public finances is not just a fiscal imperative.
Member for Waterloo, come to order.
Mr. Speaker, the management of the finances is also a moral imperative. Yep. That is why we are doing this for the people.